I'm attorney Neil Shouse. My office is filing lawsuits on behalf of victims who took Truvada or TDF-based HIV medications and suffered serious complications, such as a loss in bone density. The medications I'm speaking of include Truvada, Atripla, Complera, Stribild, and Viread. If you took one of these drugs, either to treat HIV or as a PrEP, and you suffered bone injury, then you may qualify to be a plaintiff in the litigation. When I talk about bone injuries, I'm really talking about three conditions. The first is osteoporosis, which is where the bone loses mineralization and becomes less dense. The second is osteopenia, which is a milder form of osteoporosis. And the third condition is osteomalacia, which is when the bone becomes softer. All of these conditions make you much more susceptible to injuries, such as breaks and fractures of the bone. And all three are potential side effects of the Truvada-based medications. Now, people call me all the time and say, Neil, my teeth have been falling out, or I fell in the garden and fractured my hip, or I had a slight fall in the living room and shattered my wrist. All of these events can definitely be symptoms of weakening bones, and oftentimes they are. But we won't know for sure without a formal diagnosis. The gold standard for diagnosing weakened bones is to have what's called a DEXA scan. That's DEXA, D-E-X-A. This is a quick and painless x-ray of the bones that identifies demineralization and diagnoses osteoporosis. If you've been on any of the Truvada-based medications, it is advisable that you have a DEXA scan as soon as possible. We're finding that doctors are very willing to order it, and insurance companies are very willing to cover it. If you do have latent osteoporosis, it's very important to get it diagnosed. There are potential treatments to strengthen the bones, and also precautions that you should take to reduce the risk of injury. And if you're going to qualify for the Truvada litigation, it will be necessary first to get a formal diagnosis. So again, go to your doctor and ask him or her to order a DEXA scan. And if you have any questions about the process, we invite you to contact us 24 hours a day here at the Shouse Law Group.